Once again, we're back. We are moving to the fifth series or recording. And like I said earlier, remember to visit the channel. I mean, you can find all revision material that can assist you in your Form 1 mathematics. Let's have a look at what we have on series 5. All right. So there's a bit of algebra there. A ticket costs $18. Write an expression in dollars for the cost of T tickets. So in essence, this is going to be a product. I mean, each ticket is costing 18 and we have got T of the tickets. So when we do the product, it's going to give us 18T because when we are multiplying a variable and a number, they come next to each other. Right, a bag contains N red balls and 16 green balls. Write down an expression for the total number of balls in the bag. So it's N red balls. So it's going to be, like we did earlier, N multiplied by R, where R is the color of the ball, plus 16 multiplied by G, where G is the color of the balls. Now, like we did earlier, when we are multiplying variables, I mean, the product, it goes away as variables come next to each other. So we have NR and then 16G, that's the expression. Then next problem, we are required to write 90% as a fraction in its simplest form. So before it's 90 over 100, because percentage means out of 100. But if we check numerator and denominator, they are corresponding zeros. So in simplest form, it's going to give us 9 over 10. Then next problem B, we are required to write 3 over 100 as a decimal. So as a decimal, like we did before, when we are multiplying by a multiple of 10, we just look at the number of zeros. Here there are 2. So it means initially our comma is in front of 3. So it will move 2 units to the left because you're dividing. So if it moves 2 units to the left, it ends up giving us 0.03. That's as a decimal. Then we've got number patterns here. They are the first 4 terms of a sequence. We look at the sequence there, it looks like it's a decrementing sequence. In other words, the size of numbers is decreasing. So from 33, we are moving to 26. It looks like we subtracted 7, I think. Then from 26, if we subtract 7 again, it looks like it takes us to minus 19. We subtract 7, it's minus 12. We are required to write down the next 2 terms or the term-to-term rule of the sequence. So the term-to-term is what we are doing to get the next term. Then next question, we are required to work out the next 2 terms in this sequence. Well, the next 2 terms, if we continue subtracting 2 like this, so from 12, if we subtract, from 12, if we subtract 7, the result is going to be 5. So 5 is going to be our next term. And because we want the next 2, from 5 we subtract 7 again, it gives us -2. Those are the next 2 terms of the pattern. So these are the first 4 terms of another sequence. So this time around, it looks like we are now adding, which is the reverse of what we're doing there. It looks like we add 4 there, we add 4, we add 4. So work out the next 2 terms of the sequence. So in essence, we're going to add 4 to 31. It gives us 35, and we add 4 again, it gives us 39. So those are the next 2 terms of this type of pattern. Done with this fifth series. Let's just pause a bit and we'll come back with the sixth series.